Welcome to day 24. Awareness of the body. Our body is the container of our feelings. Our body is the temple for our soul. Our body is the kingdom. Our body is that safe space. So everything we focused on is the soul and the ego, the mind, and all the meaning. The body, we've explored that what we ask for comes true. What we instruct, the body will receive. And we know that our body loves us unconditionally. Our body is intelligence by design. And every part of our inner body is what we've seen the mirror of when it comes to the technology. Every creation, you'll see it inside our body. So if we look at our body as God, and we can justify that quite easily, as a mind of its own, it gets to work. It saves lives. It keeps you alive. Constantly healing, always on the go. And we feel the magic of our body when we close our eyes and we bring our attention. The inner body, timeless, ageless. It's just an amazing feeling. And the more awareness we bring, we feel the spirit within. The inspiration is a vacation for the soul. It's home for the soul. And when our eyes are closed, we go beyond the physical. Yet we are a spiritual being having a human experience. And the body quite often gets neglected. And the body gets blamed for illnesses, for injuries. Oh, my body's not working, my body's playing up. Yet it's our body letting us know that something needs to change. I'm doing all I can to hold this together. Pay attention, please. The body communicates with us all the time. All the time. If something does not feel right, your body will let you know. In that same process, the feelings inside our body are the truth. So that soul-body partnership, it's divine, it's the soul. So coming from the fitness industry, I was a personal trainer for 16 years. One of the best in the UK, especially for transformations. Used to change people's body shapes. And quite quickly, we was at my old company, we saw the bigger picture when it come to health. We started focusing on other areas of importance, not just the exercise, not just the nutrition. And coming out the industry, looking back in, everything was overcomplicated. It was the body, the physical, and the mind was the thing that dictated it. Yeah, if we come to the soul, the overall picture, life would be so much more simple if people connected with their body. We have all these big words, all these Latin words to describe our muscles, our bones, and even deeper than that, there's different parts to our body that we don't even know what those words mean. Confusing. Yet our body is the truth. And they've overstimulated the mind, they just switch off. Yet we then neglect our body because we don't understand words. Words are the mind. And also, if we lose time as a concept, I've got a bad injury. I've been injured all these years. Every label and description you give your body, you're still carrying to this day. So your past does not define you, and your words describe your past. And the words that we describe for our body, we give it the labels, we give it the descriptions, the definitions. We put out that as a truth. The body responds. It's not my best, but okay, if you say so, I'll be here, I'll do it for you. and then tries to do the work he's done in rest, and then also focuses on the recovery, on the healing, because the mind's finally out the way. The ego's taken over so much when it comes to the body, because the body's so simple. Our body is our container. It's our vessel. It's with us every step of the way. All the bumps, all the bruises, all the blemishes, that is the body. And it's a miracle. That's the only word you can really describe the body if you stop to think. Stop and pause. Stop and feel. But what happens to your body? How many times have you cut yourself in your lifetime? There's grazes, there's scabs, now scars. What changed? Your body. The bones that break, the tears, the fractures. Your body heals. And it's our environment that allows our body to heal. Yet we hold on to the past, and we can't do certain things now because of this and because of that. That's the past. There's still things we always have a choice. So I've been going to yoga now for 2 months consistently. I've done it on and off for the last few years. I've enjoyed it, but never been in a routine. I'm doing it every day now. And with the soul work and the place that I'm in, that knowing of who I am, I'm now exploring the body. So coming back to God's mission in life is to know thyself. In every form of his creation, God wants to experience himself. So God is my body, and I am a creator. Since doing yoga, I've been so fascinated with the body, and I've realized how we've overcomplicated with the words and the descriptions of our body. So imagine every cell in your body is your soul worker. They're your builders to your castle. Everything you put out, they will respond to. You're the captain of the ship, and they love you unconditionally. And every now and then, you give them attention, you give them recognition, you give them appreciation. Your body thrives. Meditation, your body loves you so much because your soul is love, exploring inside the body. And since doing yoga, in every position I hold into now, I'm really looking outside the box. I used to train people in 3 dimensions, moving in 3. However, there's so many different layers to our body. The tissues, the fibers, the ligaments. There's so many things we can focus on. And the limitation, and it's only just been recently where it's clicked. When I'm stretching in these sessions and I'm lengthening and I'm feeling it, I'm creating range, space, and there's this inner awareness. And I'm observing. And I'm trying to work out what muscle is that? What bone is that? And I realized the limitation to the body is the labels we give it. It's one big connection. And I've always said the body is connected. We've done a cadaver course, and it's a dead body where they do research on it. And I learned a lot about the fascia. So it's the tissues underneath the muscles, the spider web that we discussed before. It's an interconnected web, which means all things are connected. So if I pull the big toe on a dead body, the shoulder moves. It's all connected. So if we treat every single part of your body as a separate entity, they all have their role, yet collectively they have to all come together to perform at its best. So appreciation to your body is appreciation to every part of the body. the more we understand our body, the more we connect with God. Because all we have in this life is our feelings. And our feelings are in the container of our body. So when we get more in tune with the body, it means we're more connected to the feelings, to love, to God, to our soul. It's so powerful. So in certain positions, and my body's changing more and more now, I looked at the body, one muscle does this, lengthen and extend. Muscles also do this. We don't get taught this in a textbook. So if we lose the word muscles, if I pull here, I'm also getting rotation here. It's all connected. So yoga is the Bible for the body. And when I was in certain positions, I realized once it's all connected and it's in harmony, there's no such thing as individual, it's all one. We create length and space. And a great example of that is where you see on the spiritual posts or on a retreat holiday, and you see the stones and they just rest on top of each other and they somehow balance. There's a sweet spot, and if you get it right, perfect balance. That's our body. So we have to create the environment. And then with that experience, God will show us the way. It will point us in the right direction, but we will now know where to go because we brought the light there. So awareness inside the body. Let's just bring it back to energy. Where your attention goes, energy flows. And where that energy flows, our intention goes. So we just have to create the energy. And with that awareness, we put the intentions in to speak to the body. The names, it's irrelevant. If we've got the feeling, our feelings become before words. Our intentions then give it new meaning, new instructions, new commands, and the body will respond. Your body works from feelings. So I'm going to just share just a few things that we can do, because if we start exploring our own body, we don't have to go on a gym program. Commitment wise, to start with, no need. If we go into meditations and we then have the connection with our body, we can start talking and influencing it every single day. And our body will perform for us because it loves the attention. So our attention goes, our body flows. And it's so simple for our body. So if we think stimulate the body, exercise is putting energy all through the body. In that energy, we can bring our awareness. We can influence the body. Remember, appreciation and recognition. Our body will give that back to us in abundance. So something that we can do to start with is like a Qigong. It's just an activation. You can do this every day. It takes very little time. What it's doing is stimulating the body, and there's 3 different ways of doing this. So we focus on the bone, the muscle, and then the skin. Our skin is the biggest organ of the body. That is the ultimate gatekeeper of what comes in. The protector, if we speak to our skin. And rather than bringing our awareness with the eyes and the mind, we can just go to the feelings. And then after, we can use the senses to stimulate the feelings. So 3 phases. You can go up the body, and we start with bone, muscle, skin. And you can start through the bone, and you're literally just going up one leg, up onto the hip, and you're trying to get the bony parts. Up, 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 up. Collarbone, up on the neck. Turn the thing round on the head. And then you do the same again, but this time on the inner. And and you'll hear the noise is different. So muscle. I get a bit more of the meat, get the neck, get a bit more on my cheeks, forehead, and then change over, and then you do the same again, and remember your legs as well, and then your skin. There's now a slap. You're getting all the parts of the body. And if we did that as a pre-warm up to the meditation, now if I close my eyes, my body's alive. That energy is around my body now. So what happens next? My instructions. Let's start with some gratitude. Let's start with a thank you. Now let's give a pep talk. Now let's work. Let's move. Let's go forward. I'm now in control of my body. There's awareness to every part of my body. It's charged. Focus on the energy there on its own. How simple is that? That is a truth. So then we can start playing around with sitting on a spot like this. Hands. We can stretch because again, the muscles, they're spirals. They wrap around. And over time, our body sets positions with the tissues over the top. We say tight muscles. I always say to people, go show me a tight muscle. Unable to. And what you'll see, it's the connective tissue, the fascia, is so body, it lays a foundation. And if it pays attention to your regular movement patterns, lays till it gets thicker. That can be changed and manipulated. It's like putty, hydration, force, vibration. We can redetermine our body, and this is what's been happening in yoga. I've been able to move in ways which I've never experienced before, or I've yet to experience. This is the first time. I now understand in my body and realized where my injuries lied. And there was shortness, there was gaps in the body that needed to be stretched out. And then as I explore the body, I get different sensations still. My collarbones pops out. I can feel the clicks and stuff now. However, as I said, that every technology is created based on our body. You know when you get the bubble wrap, pop, 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 pop. I can now feel fibers that I've been holding on so much as I move, pop, 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 pop. Those pops we told are usually tight muscles. It's a knot. It's a bone popping out. All these, I'm going to say excuses. We don't know. There's fibers, every part of the body. So now I'm using God's creation to interpret my own body. What does that mean? What does that feel like? It's my truth. And it's so interesting what I'm now exploring from my body. There's more confidence from me to my body because I'm more aware now. And then my body back to me, which is performing. We start at the roots. Where is the roots for our body? The soles, our feet. Our feet are so important. As we heel strike, there's a shot that goes up the body. The more we can use our feet, the more it improves the stress that goes through the body. It distributes it. So we can start with our feet on the floor. We can spread our toes. We can push and roll the ankles, push the heels down, push forward, lock the knees. Play around with your body. There's no right or wrong. And you'll see just with a few minutes of attention, you'll realize how influential your feet are. Your muscles in your leg will start feeling it. Then you'll feel it up in your hip. And if you pay a lot of attention, your chest, your shoulders, it's all linked. So the body moves in 3 dimensions. In any given position, you can go forward and back. You can go side to side. You can rotate. 3 dimensions in all ways. If you set the boundaries of listen to my body, your body will say, don't go any further. That's enough there. And you work with those thresholds. Every day is a new day. You can increase that range every day. And in that increasement, you can put more pressure on. You can set more intentions. Your body will talk to you. If something hurts, listen to your body. Work with your spectrum. What is your range? And you will start to realize how much more connected you are with the body. Your arms. So as you go on a walk, hiking, holding your bottle, you can literally just play around. Let me get my hand in. You can play around with your hand position with the bottle, stretching out, and you can leave the hand out. And as you're walking, my body's now getting a different stress. And the limitation of the body, when I used to train my shoulders, it's all one big block. And that's the way that I ever viewed it. Now through yoga and all the pops and clicks and the reshuffling, I feel it's all separated. It's all flowing. It's squeezing. I can feel every element in my shoulder, more than just the bulk. I feel the individual muscles and the space in between. This is my exploration of my body. And I feel that I've been in tune with my body most of my life. This is taking it to a new level. Your soul is the truth. So we start at the soul. When you go into that bliss, your mind is calm. So your body gets to perform its best. So when you move, lack of coordination comes from the mind. Too much going on in the mind, and the body's responding to too many thoughts. When the mind's still, you'll see the power of your body. And if we work with the body, daily practice, small movements, small stretches, lifting up, turning, holding, play around what feels right, what feels a bit stiff, listen. And you can push through, and everything you can do and stay on certain parts. And again, I recommend people do this when you're in your comfort zone. I was made aware of how much I moved a few years ago, and I would be doing this in front of people all the time. I didn't even realize. Make it part of your practice. In the morning when your eyes are closed, you can play around and push, pull. You can put the arm on one side of the chair, turn the other. Explore your body. The mind is given the limitations, what we can and can't do. It's our body. We feel the restrictions, the limitations. Do we need an explanation? Well, to start with, let's work with what we can do. Let's see how the body responds. And if we start with that exercise at the beginning, you energize the body. When you start then stretching and moving, you've already got it charged. Every worker is ready for your commands. And what you ask for comes true. When you ask your soul, you will receive an answer. So you can say, what is this? Where's the restriction? Where's the comfort position? Where's the sweet spot? Play around with your body. As you stretch the arm, bring awareness to the other parts of your body. Where else can you feel the sensations, the tension, the movement? See how it's all connected. And if we are all connected, we can then mirror the outside world. We are all connected. Where we go one, we go all. When we start tuning in with the collective, and we can understand, we can hold space, we can shine our light, it's going to be an exciting place. So trust in your body. Give it life. If we treat our body as the pet dog that loves us unconditionally, dog is God, mirror. If we mirror a dog with that silence, with that play, with that exercise, we start finding the truth in more detail. So what does a dog need to thrive? Play, exercise, nourishment, mind. The words from the owners, the energy from the owners. So if we look at the energy of our body, stretching is energy, movement is energy. Treat our body like the dog. Know your body as God. And as soon as you start appreciating the Creator appreciates you back. The creation takes place within your body. The mind sets inside the body because the soul sets the mind. So on your next meditation, or even come back to this video, let's have a go. Remember, it's your body. Intention. Energize every part of the physical body. Bring awareness to the physical body. Send intentions to the physical body. And the body has the soul. So you then bring attention to your soul. So enjoy this, everyone. Once you get more in tune with your body, you'll start to see all the other things increase too. Awareness, love, insights. It's truly, truly magical. And that appreciation for your body, that partnership of your body, you will take ownership of your body. Enjoy, people.